In the information section below, I've linked a set of guides along with the script, additional information, and the vocabulary I'll be using during this video. Also linked below is an invite to the new Challenger Discord. If you are a new player or simply someone looking to improve your game, I heartily suggest the new Challenger Discord. It has a great community, free coaching for various fighting games, and other excellent compiled resources. If you want to learn any character in the game, you can start with 4 things to be able to play them at a basic level. Learn a character's anti-airs, pokes, bread and butters, and punishes to start with. Don't focus on learning every single possible item in each category, pare it down to 1 or 2 things to focus on to begin with. When you are comfortable doing so, you can learn additional parts to each category or branch out to more advanced parts that rely on the 4 basic building blocks. Anti-airs are defined as a move you use to stop an opponent's jump and attack. To be able to play Street Fighter V at all, being able to anti-air consistently is important to stop opponent aggression. Learn 1 or 2 anti-airs that are simple and effective for the character you choose and practice them in training mode to get a feel for the timing for the anti-air attack. At a low level, people will constantly jump at you, offering you a great training ground to improve your anti-air reactions and predictions. For Ryu, the basic character I'm picking to demonstrate these concepts, his basic anti-air is crouching heavy punch. Simply hold down back and hit heavy punch when the opponent is coming down from the apex of their jump. Next up is pokes. Pokes are defined as basic normal attacks that we use to contest an opponent in neutral. These are consistent attacks you can use to harry your opponent to force them to make mistakes in neutral. Of these pokes, they usually fall into one of 2 types. Non-convertible normals, which are normals that don't cancel into anything but usually have excellent range and do reliable, if small amounts of damage, and bufferable normals. These normals are shorter range than your non-convertible normals, but are special cancelable, allowing you to buffer a special off of that normal. These can be used to catch people walking or dashing up, or catch attacks your opponents do that miss you. In simplest terms, you can force fights with non-convertible long-range normals, or you can test their attacks and movements by using bufferable normals. Either way, both sets of attacks are worth learning. Learn the ranges and locations of where the strikes hit on the screen by measuring distance in training mode, and practice your spacing with those attacks. In Ryu's case, our non-convertible poke is standing medium kick. His bufferable normals are crouching medium kick, crouching medium punch, and standing light kick. B&Bs, or bread and butters, are basic hit confirm combos. These are designed to allow you to check if your opponent is blocking, and if they are not, convert into a more damaging, but often unsafe, special. Most basic bread and butter combos in SF5 are 2 buttons into a special. For example, Ryu's standing medium punch linked into a crouching medium kick cancelled into a light donkey kick is a hit confirm. You can choose to cancel into the donkey kick if the initial standing medium punch hits. If it doesn't, you stop the string at the crouching medium kick, or choose to end with a string with a safe fireball on block. These are combos you use if you're unsure of the initial attack landing. For Ryu, the simplest combos that you can learn are standing medium punch, crouching medium kick into light kick donkey kick, or cancel into fireball to be safe. Last but not least is punishes. A punish is similar to a bread and butter in that it's a combo, but you aren't confirming the hit. If your opponent makes a mistake, you can capitalize on that by performing a punish. Which punish you perform changes based on how punishable their attack was. When you start playing the game, opponents make huge mistakes that you can capitalize on. Later on, the windows for the punishes drop drastically. My suggestion is to learn 2 basic punishes, one that is fast but not very damaging, and one that is slow but is incredibly damaging. Later on, you can learn additional punishes and optimizations to punish various mistakes by characters in the game. For Ryu, the simplest punishes you can learn are standing light kick cancelled into an uppercut, and forward heavy punch into heavy punch shoryuken for a slow, high damage punish. Street Fighter V also has 4 basic mechanics that are almost universally true for all characters, which have to do with quick rising, throw loops, EX reversals, and battling command grabs. The first is quick rise and back roll. When you are knocked down by a regular knockdown, you can choose to get up faster by tapping down or 2 punches, or back roll by tapping back or 2 kicks. If you do nothing, you stay on the ground for a longer period of time. Being able to quick rise or back roll limits the offensive pressure that comes from your opponents. In some cases, they may even get nothing. Back roll is similar to quick rise, but places you further away from your opponent and makes you get up 5 frames slower. It's still faster than performing no rise whatsoever. Learn to quick rise and back roll and vary between the 2. They are important defensive options. Leading in from quick rise and back roll, there are no throw loops in Street Fighter V. If you quick rise or back roll when an opponent throws you, they do not have enough time to dash forward and restart their pressure. You can blunt this aggression by quick rising and waking up with a fast attack such as a jab or light kick. This means that taking a throw in Street Fighter V can break you out of pressure, as both of you will return to neutral afterwards. On the flip side, if you get a throw on your opponent, I do not suggest dashing at them afterwards. Similarly to throw loops, EX reversals are an interesting case. Barring Ken, any uppercut move in the game with full invincibility that costs meters, see Akuma's uppercut, Sakura's uppercut, or Ryu's uppercut, results in you being separated and returning to neutral if performed mid-screen, as long as you quick rise or back roll the uppercut. If they dash into you after a mid-screen EX uppercut and aren't Ken, you can contest with a light on wake up and break out of their pressure. In addition, there is no option in this game that provides flawless 100% invincible reversal unless you spend meter. If your opponent has no resources, they can't stop your aggression on wake up. On the other hand, if you're knocked down and have no meter, you want to block. Finally, battling command grabs. Characters with command grabs can be foiled by guessing when they go for a command grab and either backdashing or jumping. These are the simplest options to escape the pressure, and if you neutral jump the command grab attempt, you even get a strong damaging follow-up. In summary, learn 1 to 3 items from each piece of category: anti-attackers, pokes, bread and butters, punishers. Keep it as simple as you can to start with and branch out after you finish it. The safest option is knockdown is take a throw. Taking 120 to 130 damage off your throws far less dangerous to your health than keeping a streak. A question I often get is, who should I start with? The character I used in this example is Ryu, but I can understand if a person wants to start out with something different. For each character, I'll categorize them, and I explain each in the script. This isn't to say you can't pick a difficult character or an oddball to start with, but it may be difficult to understand how to play them or execute their game plan. That's it for this video. I suggest looking at the linked resources and joining New Challenger. Thank you all for watching.